Hi, I'm Crystal. Today I want to talk about the juvenile delinquency. So I did some research and I found that in the process of the social development, the younger age of the criminal groups has gradually attached more attention. Nowadays, the problem of the juvenile delinquency is becoming more and more serious. As a future motive force of the society and the country, their situation is not only related to social stability and economic development, but also related to the future of the country and the evolutions of the nation. So in my article, I mentioned the reasons for crimes and what everyone's crimes are like. And I launched an investigation into the cause of the juvenile delinquency, and I found the reasons of the why junior will crime. So I list some of them. The first I will talk about is the school issue and the financial difficulties and the abuse at home and the drug abuse. So first, let's move on the financial difficulties the teenagers will face, and what will they do when they face some financial difficulties, and the reasons why it will cause the crime in the teenagers. So economically, the living conditions of young people today are better. First, in the process of their growth, they are gradually or even happily satisfied in material aspects, which disseminates the pursuit of the meaning of the life and lacks serious thinking about the idea of the life. After emergency of the economic difficulties, they lack the fighting spirit and the motivations to achieve their goals through their own efforts. They lack the spirit to bear hardships and cannot afford failure. Many can only be obtained through the violence. Secondly, the young people themselves have poor family conditions, and they have to resort to violence to get money for their later life. Secondly, the family situation has a great influence on juvenile delinquency. Family disharmony and frequent quarrels will interfere with teenagers' coordination of the interpersonal and social relationships. If the family culture is unsound, if the parents are too indulged or too strict, the parenting method is not correct. Children will go strong, harsh, or tempestuous. Discipline can also lead to discrimination if you choose to be harsh when you make a mistake. But the government will give the juvenile delinquency some punishment. But some people believe that juvenile delinquency should be punished literally. People dilute the concept of punishing juvenile delinquency. The purpose of the criminal investigation of the juvenile delinquency is reform. Therefore, even if some young people commit heinous crimes, they will not be severely punished because of the national policy. The government will educate these young people. The government's intention is to get them to correct. Therefore, the punishments for juvenile offenders will not be too severe, and the victims' families will not receive corresponding compensation. But I have a different opinion. In my opinion, young people, regardless of their age, should be punished for crimes. Information dissemination in contemporary society is too extensive, and children know too much about the society in advance. Juvenile protection now is not equal to protection of the juvenile crime. Juvenile crime should be investigated according to law. Finally, what should we know is to prevention of the juvenile delinquency. With the rising rate of the juvenile crime, what the government, families, and schools need to do is to provide such problems. Families should create a healthy and upward living environment, giving children a stable and giving influence, and guide teenagers to devote their spare time to beneficial and legal activities. Schools can teach students about their civic duties and importance of the disciple and the consequences of the crime. In school, teachers give love to every student and care about the relationships between students. The whole society will be mobilized to create favorable social environments for the healthy growth of the young people. Governments work together to enable young people to thrive. Okay, that's the prevention of the juvenile delinquency. So that's all my presentation. Thank you for your watching and listening.